Halftime, what's the latest?
Well, I'm good. I'll be back next week. I let a guy get a good shot on me, and I shouldn't have. You know, he got lower than I did and got underneath my shoulder pads, which I'm going to be sore for a couple days, but come Wednesday, I'll be back.
How about Jake? Have you talked to him at all?
Yeah, he good, too. We'll both be back in practice Wednesday. I'm sure we will. You know, it was good for the other guys to pick up, though. Mike went in. I watched the game from inside, and I watched Mike run. I mean, that's what he get paid for. He went in and played great. Steve went in and played great. We had a goal to go out and not have any turnovers, and the guys came in and did that.
Did you have x-rays?
Yeah, I had x-rays.
Everything's okay?
Everything's okay.
Okay. You had a $110 by the end of the first quarter. You had a $129 when you went out of the game at halftime. I know you don't get too caught up in the numbers, but you're on your way to a tremendous day statistically there.
I remember when I was 4 for 99. I wish that injury would have occurred then, and I'd have been averaging 21 yards a carry. More than that, actually, 25 yards a carry. So, you know what happens. I'm glad it wasn't a major injury, and I'm glad the other guys got a chance to play.
Get well soon. Raiders, 1 week from tomorrow. You know it.
We'll be ready.
All right, thanks, Clinton Portis. Appreciate it. I'm going to slide back here to Steve Berline. Steve, you come in at halftime, and credit to this entire team, but certainly the offense. There are not a lot of teams that could lose a starting quarterback and a starting running back in back-to-back series and still put 37 on the board.
Well, and it should have been 50. You know, that's the way we look at it, and she was a great win. 2 wins where we came out of it really in control at the end of the game, but both of them where we felt like we could play better, and today was no exception. I know personally I could have made 4 or 5 more plays out there that maybe would have put at least 2 more touchdowns on the board, and I feel like I need to play better if I'm going to play down the road. So, but the good thing is it happens in a game like this where our defense had control, our offensive line was playing great, and we can all celebrate on the way home now.
Yeah, you guys are going to say, well, you know, there's no perfection here. I mean, I know you strive for it, but it's unattainable, basically. But you go to Cincinnati, you put 30 on the board. You go here, you put 37. Back-to-back on the road, Steve, is pretty impressive.
That is, and it, like I said, it's encouraging that we know that we can play. And we're not just sitting here saying, you know, oh, we can get better. We're saying we can give you concrete examples of plays that are makeable, that we should make on a routine basis that would have put points on the board, and we just didn't do it. So we feel good knowing that we're winning that way and still have a lot of room for improvement. It's a good spot to be in.
How many people do you think went to Vegas before the year started and bet that Rod, Ed, and Ashley would not have a touchdown catch, but Cooper Carlisle would?
that wouldn't even be on the board. There's no way you could get that on the board. But the bottom line is that Coop is on the board, and those guys are going to make plays for us all year long, though. We know that.
Thanks, Steve Berline. Appreciate it. Let's swing over here to Rod Smith. Congratulations. Back-to-back on the road. This is pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, you know, division opponent, you know it's going to be tough. I mean, the crowd was basically on our side. You know, we have a lot of fans here from back when John played in California, so we still have a lot of those fans left, and we could hear him cheering for us, so we just had to go out and execute.
I just asked Steve Berline, what are the odds that Cooper Carlisle would have a touchdown and Rod Smith?
Cooper got more touchdowns than me and Ashley. I can't believe it. But, you know, I was very happy for him. You know, we worked on it in practice, and he just got a chance to make a play. We needed that. Was a big lift for us, you know, and it's just great the way our offensive coaches are thinking, you know, just giving everybody opportunities, and we have to take advantage of it.
Just, Rod, so deflating for them. I mean, on that play, he's wide open because they're so busy trying to cover you guys and had been called for interference all the way down the field. I mean, you really took Quentin Jimmer, who's going to be a great back in this league. But it's one of those situations where you took him to school today.
Yeah, you know, our thing was we knew what kind of game plan we had in. We knew we was going to have to make some plays outside to keep some drives going. You know, we ran the ball great. When you run the ball great, they have to go 8 in the box. They got to try to stop Portis and Mike and those guys. And we knew we was going to have some opportunities outside. And, you know, when you got young corners out there, you got to go at it.
One more, Rod. There aren't a lot of teams that lose their starting running back and starting quarterback on back-to-back series in the first half.
These jerseys.